Assalamualaikum guys, we are finally in the fight week of UFC 322, Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena. This fight and this entire event is just so good. Like honestly, like it's been so long since we had such an unbelievable card. So anyways, recently I have been seeing some interviews of Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena, and oh boy, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a firefight. Like mark my words, it's like this is basically like the highest level of MMA as it gets, because Islam is obviously an unstoppable force, and he has all the plot armor in the world. Like he went through guys like Alexander Volkanovski 2 times. Like I guess the first fight was a robbery, but he knocked him out in the second fight. Charles Oliveira submitted him. Dustin Poirier submitted him, though it's not as impressive. Etc. Right? He submitted Renato Moicano, who was in 24 hours notice, but he submitted him in under 4 minutes submission, right? So yeah, no, 4 minutes or 5 minutes. Anyways, it was in the first one. Anyways, so the thing about Islam is like he is just so talented everywhere, in the ground, on the feet, and just absolutely unstoppable. But in an interview, Jack Maddalena said that Islam is moving up, and we're well deservingly so, since he is the pound for second best fighter in the world, but it's just at the wrong time. And that phrase, like that quote, is just so cold, and honestly, like it makes sense. Like I would definitely understand why Jack would say that, because if Islam would have fought guys like Kamaru Usman, Leon Edwards, Bilal Muhammad, or even GSP, for his second belt, like all of those guys in their prime, right? I believe JDM is a much tougher test for Islam than those guys, because JDM is only 29 years old. He's on a 17 fight win streak, not just in the UFC, but in his from his MMA career before, right? He's on a 17 fight win streak, and the momentum that this guy is carrying, Jack Della, is absolutely insane. And to be honest, like JDM has took the MMA world by storm, because even like 7 or 8 months ago from now, like before UFC 315, I had no idea who the guy was. I'll be honest, I had no idea who Jack Maddalena was. And that's why I believe that's one of the reasons why Bilal was a huge betting favorite going to the fight, and why people like me were expecting Bilal to absolutely destroy Jack Maddalena and move forward with other guys like Shavkat Rakhmanavi and etc. So the problem with this fight is like it's very hard to predict, because both guys are basically invincible, and it's a coin flip. End of the day, it is a coin flip, right? Wait,
let me show you guys something.
Yeah, you see this coin? This coin, yeah. This depends on JDM versus Islam. Honestly, as far like when the fight was initially announced, I went on with the hype and said shit like Islam easily beats him. It's not even close. Islam beats him. I made a video titled JDM is finished. However, after seeing the Bilal fight, like after rewatching those fights, his highlights, his clips, his fights against, as I said, Bilal Muhammad, Gilbert Burns, other top high level heavyweights and welterweights, and after seeing the interviews, of course, like seeing that the aura this guy is carrying around, and like how he is so calm and collected, and how he knows that he will knock out Islam or beat him in a dominant decision, bro. Like after like taking all of those in, honestly, it's gonna be a very close fight. Like I for once cannot just say that, oh, Islam submits him easily. Nope, not anymore. So as far as my prediction goes, I'll be honest, I'm still more eager to go with Islam by a submission, because, and don't worry, I'm not saying that it ain't gonna be even close. Islam will easily beat him. Their levels too. I'm not saying that. In my opinion, both of them are at the same level, and it's basically the highest level of MMA as it goes, right? So yeah, I believe Islam Makhachev will submit Jack Maddalena. However, I would not be surprised if JDM at some point knocks Islam out cold. I would not be surprised. Like it's either Islam beats him, like there are like two my predictions, it's either gonna be Islam, the most likely one. Islam submits him, or if it does not happen, JDM knocks him out. And if that does not happen, then JDM beats him in a clear decision. That like that is the way I'm thinking this fight will go. And I don't really I don't really expect Islam to win a decision. I'll be honest, it's pretty impossible because yeah, Islam has good cardio, and he has went through 5 dominant rounds with guys like Dustin Poirier, for example, right? But the thing is, Islam is primarily a finisher, and the last time that he went to somewhat of a close 5 round, like an entire fight, right? It was against Volkanovski, and we all remember what happened. It still to this day I believe that was a robbery. Like I'm not gonna be dishonest to myself, and more importantly you guys, right? Still to this day I believe that was a clear 48-47 to Volkanovski. So that's the thing, right? But the most important question right now is, will Islam be able to will Islam be able to take down Jack Della Maddalena? That is the biggest question. That's the most burning question, because if he does, it's probably gonna be a one-sided fight unless Islam guesses out in the championship rounds and Jack somehow knocks him out. However, people are saying that most of the community of the MMA community is either going like Islam submission easy, or JDM win easy, doesn't matter knockout or decision. And that to me like that really surprises someone like me, because as I said, as the time went on and as I took in the fight and the hype and the levels, I believe the fight is much closer than what all of us were thinking. And by closer, I don't mean that I don't mean that it's gonna be like a very close fight, like a 5 round decision, and 48-47 is gonna be a split decision between any other guy. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's a very 50-50 matchup, and it's as 50-50 as it goes. And I know another fight in recent memory, like a DTP versus Khamzat, and I for once predicted that fight to be as 50-50 as it gets, like saying shit like if it goes to decision, it's easily DDP's, but if Khamzat Chimaev gets a hold of him early, DDP is finished. However, this fight, like for the prediction for this fight, is not like that, because in this fight I feel like as soon as the first or second we are in the first or the second rounds, we will understand the level. And I feel like the the live betting odds, right? I feel like that's gonna change like throughout the fight. Like at the beginning, like the first 1 or 2 rounds, it's gonna be Islam's. The betting odds will change to Islam. Islam's gonna be even a bigger favorite. However, when we get to the later rounds, when JDM's piecing Islam up on the feet, in the 4th or 5th round, the odds might change. I'm just saying. I'm just saying what the most logical outcome is of this fight. Anyways, an absolutely amazing fight we have next week. This week, should I say? You guys 100% make sure to let me know what you guys think. If you guys think Islam will win, JDM will win, whatever. And inshallah, I'll see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.